Hey everybody, welcome to the newest episode of the TheCineChat, the podcast for casual moviegoers and cinephiles alike. This is Brent.
Mike.
Josh.
And Corbin.
And we're here to talk about movies and
Dallas.
Especially this weekend, the Oscars. Because it is, we'll figure that out a little bit later. But it's going to be Oscar kind of orientated this weekend. Oriented this weekend, which, so I've been thinking about it, and we probably should have done it last week, so the podcast came out before the Oscars.
Yeah.
But the Oscars are a weird thing, because if anything happens between, Sunday morning and Monday night, we're kind of screwed on it, because we record the podcast Sunday morning, and it comes out Monday night. So in that little bit of time, which gives me time to edit, which I need, we kind of, miss out on stuff, and that's exactly when the Oscars fall.
Yeah.
So if we would have recorded last week, there would have been last week's episode where we talked about the Oscars, then a week where we didn't, and then the week of reveal. So even though this is coming out after the Oscars,
We still would have been a week behind on the reveal.
yeah.
So it's fine.
Either way, but we're gonna go through what our predictions are, because at the time of recording this, the Oscars have not happened. So we're gonna go through our predictions, and we have a lovely trophy for the winner of the Oscars predictions.
It's Ruby.
It's Ruby.
Ruby from the
Get
Fifth
all the
Element.
references before now.
I really want that suit. You know what would have been better is if you would have just gotten us that suit.
Just
The suit.
With the wig.
Yeah.
With the wig.
I don't even. If you can't do the wig, the cane.
Got it.
Because the cane's matches the suit, and you can do your hair, whatever.
Yeah,
So group Halloween costume this year then?
We all go as different rubies.
Or just different Fifth Element characters? I'll be Gary Oldman's character, because that's...
I'll be Lilu.
All right. I was hoping you'd say
I
that.
can get onto it.
I'll just rip up some sheets and tie them off.
Or if Brent comes in with a super screen accurate one of the alien costumes.
Hey guys,
what's up?
check it out.
Look at this costume. We're like, what the fuck?
I just got some torn up pillow sheets.
Yeah.
And
So the reason why we're doing the Oscar prediction with the trophy, because I don't know about you guys, but for me the Oscars this year aren't very exciting. Josiah, I don't think the Oscars have been exciting for you
Ever?
Ever.
No, I mean,
When
they're
Titanic,
always-
what's up?
That was a big
it's
for
one
him.
of those it's one of those things where it's I've never agreed with the choices that they make. I always feel that they're a little, I don't know. It's always
Biased.
and it's always a little too artsy for me. I don't consider for me the winner should be Mad Max and Star Wars across the board. Because those movies had so much hard work put behind them. Not saying that other movies like Room or Spotlight don't, but I just think that everything is way more difficult because you're dealing with, I feel a way bigger cast and way more choreography with everything and way more special effects. It's just across the board, everything has to be, it's way more intense. So, yeah, movies like Spotlight need great actors and a good story, but for me, it doesn't make any sense. And it's just boring to me. So,
For me, the Oscars, as you grow older, you realize all the backdoor and the $1 million campaigns that are needed for it and all this different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But as a child, it's just, these are the movies that everyone in the world thinks is the best movies of the year. And that's how I always grew up and I always think. And so every year the Oscars come up and it's that nostalgia factor. It's these are the best movies that everyone thinks. And that's obviously not the case.
that's not the case, yeah.
And this year, though, is the first year where I'm man, I really don't care. And I don't know if it's just because I've got to the point where I'm done caring about them, or it's just that all the nominees, I'm I don't really care.
This is actually the first year where I'm actually more excited because the fact that Mad Max is even nominated is huge. I never thought that was, when I saw it in the theaters, I was this for me was the best movie of the year. Mm-hmm. But I don't think anybody else will think that. And then turns out that it got nominated, and rightfully so. So this is the first year that I'm actually
interested
in the Oscars. I'm not going to watch them because I've got better things to do. Like Walking Dead.
Okay.
That's about it. Probably play with my son.
I guess that does
Probably watch an X-Men movie too.
Yes.
Really?
See? I just bought I have the whole X-Men collection now. I just ordered it.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I just finally watched the Wolverine. What else did I just? Oh, I just watched Crimson Peak, by the way, as well. I'm catching up on all of my
movies that you said you needed
my
to watch.
my backlog.
So what'd you think of Crimson Peak?
It was beautiful.
Beautiful?
Very beautiful.
Cool.
Definitely not what I expected.
Mm-hmm.
but it's exactly what they say. It's a story with ghosts in it, and they even address that in the movie.
Exactly.
Which I thought was good. Creepy at parts.
Mm-hmm.
Very creepy, and special effects were amazing. Like, really, really well done. But I wished it would have been a little spookier, but it was still good. I loved the house that they shot it in. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And then definitely a good thriller mystery for sure. But
So, speaking of that, did anyone see any movies? This is where we usually start with, and I forgot. Did
I
anyone
watched
see any
Crimson
movies?
Peak this week.
Oh, did you? What did you think of it?
I'm sorry.
What did you guys see anything?
I saw The Revenant finally.
Really? What'd you think of it?
I thought it was good.
That it?
Review.
Yeah.
Wait, what's better, The Revenant or Hateful Eight?
Do you want my honest answer?
Yes.
As a Western, The Hateful Eight is better.
Nice.
As like, I don't know what the fuck you would call Revenant. As like a folk movie, well, The Revenant's better. But The Revenant's
Folk
overall,
movie?
I don't know what. Like to me, The Revenant's like a different Western than just the traditional Western.
You can't even compare them. You can't.
Yeah.
If you had to, what would you?
we
compare?
all
The
know,
Revenant.
We all know what Mike would pick. As a Western, I think The Hateful Eight is better, but as a movie, The Revenant is slightly better.
I've got a moment, Mike.
But man, Brent, if you hated if you hated Mad Max for all the grunting that Tom Hardy does,
Leo does
I
more
don't
grunting?
know what you're gonna think
Oh,
of
God.
Leo.
That's what
I
I've
think
heard.
he has about 12 lines of dialogue.
That's, I read something about where they said
Would you say
Leo
he has more
Leo
than
could
20?
He does grunt a lot, but it's because his like.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, it's because of the circumstances.
Yeah.
but I think he has maybe 12 to 15 lines of dialogue.
Wow.
Like I'm not, and are you are you
Even
with me on
even
that?
so
He's
with
not e-
that, like
he's not even
still,
disputing it. He's like, well, I mean,
I think you'd be more impressed with Leo, I guess, than with Tom Hardy and Mad Max. Just because Leo has to go through so much, he like pushes himself through so much in that movie.
and
You can tell that he's pushed himself.
I feel like
and just about every line of dialogue is something you've heard from the trailer. So that was something where I was like, oh, that's where that line came from. It was good. I really enjoyed it. It was really brutal. Tom Hardy was a very good villain. It's
Yeah, he
Tom
was.
Hardy. But yeah, I also watched it at like 1 a.m. Stayed up till 3 last night because I was like, well, I want to see 2 of the movies nominated for Best Picture this year, so here we go.
Nice.
I almost went in. I almost watched Spotlight and then ended up not. And then I almost went and saw The Witch, and then Snowmageddon happened in our little part of Michigan.
Yeah.
A lot of Michigan. And I was like, I'm not going to leave. I was like, the theater is like maybe a mile from my house. And I'm like, yeah, I'm still not going to risk
Yeah.
it. It's not worth it.
No.
I got caught coming into my lot during it at one point because I was coming home from work, and I was like, couldn't get into my parking lot from my apartment complex because
Yeah.
there's a hill. It was not fun. This guy came out and pushed, and I was like, yeah, it's not going to happen, dude. He's like, all right, I'm going back in. It's cold. I'm like, yeah, I know it's cold, dude. Thanks. But it was pretty funny. But before we get on it, Mike, if you had to choose Hateful Eight or Pacific Rim, where do you fall? Which one's better?
Oh, that's a tough. I would just kill myself.
no, you can't.
Pacific Rim.
Yeah,
All
good
right.
choice.
Wow.
I didn't
So-
know that you didn't like Pacific Rim.
I
No,
hate
he
Pacific
hates
Rim.
Pacific Rim.
It's a shitty movie.
It's not.
But you like X3?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. I
He
thought.
used to.
you
when
like
I was a kid,
It
everybody
took a
fucking
lot of
liked it.
convincing. You liked it when you were in like your late
I was young.
teens.
No. You
I
like
was young.
1920.
No, wait,
I still like parts of it.
the question
obviously.
is, you like any of the X-Men movies,
Yeah.
but you don't like
Pacific Rim is shitty.
Come
It's
on.
stupid.
That doesn't make any
Dumbest
sense.
movie.
It's what it's supposed to be.
No, it's just stupid. It's dumb.
To fight monsters, we created monsters. See, perfect.
That's
Yeah.
fine. That's all I needed.
They were
Where the hell's my
canceling
goddamn
the
shoe?
apocalypse.
Oh my god.
So, before we get into our Oscars, we're going to talk a little bit about different news things coming out. Mostly about how the entire comic book universe is apparently going to be rated R now because of the success of Deadpool. Pretty much, besides Disney's Marvel universe, I don't think there's been a whisper of anything like what we've heard from others.
Disney won't do an R-rated movie.
Yeah,
won't.
Disney's won't do it. But
I think they're. I think
maybe
they're.
there's a
I
possibility.
think they're
I
totally
don't think
fine
that-
though with
not for a
like,
while.
with their TV shows being grittier,
Darker.
darker, like bordering on hard. I mean, not hard R, but soft R.
yeah,
Soft R.
And then, like, if any of those characters ever got their own standalone movie, I could see them pushing the boundary that way. But I don't know, because like a character like the Punisher, I think they know full well you can't have the Punisher go around and have it not be rated R. So
Yeah, they've never done a PG-13 Punisher though.
Yeah.
well, yeah, I'm saying like I don't think Disney would.
Yeah, I don't think that there's a way because even the one with Thomas Jane, that I didn't think that was really that intense, but it still got an R.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've heard people say that Warzone is way closer to the comic books and way more aggressive.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
But I always relate the first Punisher with the Dolph Lundgren Punisher, and the Dolph Lundgren one was pretty brutal. Like it was good.
Yeah.
And that's why I hope that they, with the Netflix series, they push it even farther because they can. That's a dark character.
Yeah. I think it always should be appropriate to the character though. Like if we see like every movie's just like R because you've got all these comic book fanboys that think that justifies them being in their mid 40s and enjoying comic book movies.
Right.
Like that doesn't make any sense.
Like a Spider-Man R wouldn't make any sense.
Most of the most superhero movies wouldn't make sense.
But yeah,
as
like
R.
Deadpool made sense.
Deadpool, yeah.
I could even see the Wolverine.
Oh, Wolverine for sure. The guy,
Like,
he's.
But they've done good. They've done
Yeah.
good with PG-13. Like I don't think that. Like I was actually really surprised in the Wolverine movie. Like there was some pretty like he killed quite a few people, which was cool. I didn't expect that, and there was a decent amount of blood. And then there's actually some swearing too. I was surprised about.
Yeah.
That they got away with it.
So the next Wolverine movie, which is Hugh Jackman's last Wolverine movie, because they keep hitting me in the face with one last time. I get it, Hugh. You're done. You don't need to tell me anymore. But that one is now confirmed to be the next movie will be rated R, and we're getting quote unquote old Logan.
Old man Logan.
Old man Logan.
Old man Logan.
Of course.
So
this is gonna be like probably one hell of a time jump, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to
I feel
expect.
about that. Yeah.
yeah, and then what universe is it going to take place in?
That universe is so screwed up. That the whole Fox universe is messed up. That's why, like, I don't want them to pull Deadpool into that universe because they didn't with the movie.
Yeah, he just asked and they never answered him.
Yeah.
He's like, so which professor are you taking me to?
Yeah,
This universe is so confusing.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, they could if they just keep it separate and then do the X-Force movie with Deadpool, then they could tie in X-Men 2 as well, and then just reboot X-Men from there.
Yeah,
There we
Because
go.
that's a series that
You're welcome.
I don't
back.
usually like reboots and stuff like that so fast, but that's a series that I feel needs to just fresh
Some
start.
time,
just
yeah.
fresh start it.
I think.
and get Deadpool's director behind it.
I mean,
Yes.
when you have Apocalypse coming and then one last Wolverine, that's like the perfect time to end it, right? Like,
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
keep this going?
Supposedly, rumors are that the new X-Men movie set it up for like a sequel. That's the rumors, that it sets up the next
There's only
X-Men.
there's only one place they could go with it after Apocalypse. Space.
I don't
The Shi'ar Empire. That's
Yeah.
it. That's the only thing that's left.
I don't
And then
know.
a redo of the Phoenix Saga correctly this time.
Yeah, they butchered that.
Ugh.
They butchered a lot of stuff, a lot of characters.
Yeah.
They just, I just think they
see, that's
just
the thing is I don't want this current franchise to redo the Phoenix Saga because I feel like they're still gonna fuck it up. Like they'll fuck it up less. But
yeah, no, I just want a full reboot or
put
just
in
like
that
yeah,
fucking
different.
red costume with the gold and the Firebird on her chest.
Yeah,
That could make it look so cool.
they could.
If they have the team from Deadpool behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Dark Phoenix,
Yeah.
they could make really cool.
If they have the team Bryan Singer, it's just gonna be more leather, but now with pads.
yeah,
That's literally all he did. He's like, all right, we're going back to black leather, and everyone's like, okay. And he's like, yeah, I know you're all excited, right?
Yeah.
But now we're gonna have pads, so
There's gonna be pads,
It's
that's
more
fine.
armored.
yeah,
And they're
makes
like,
sense.
All right.
Sorry.
Yeah, Batman vs Superman's getting
And Batman vs.
R
Superman. Yes. So
cut,
Wolverine has been confirmed as rated R, and then Batman vs. Superman, the director's cut
Is going to be
is
rated
going
R?
to be rated R. But isn't director's cut usually just not rated, and then they get to do
Yeah.
what they want? That's
I
why
think
it's a director's
I think
cut?
they're just saying that like to be like this would have been rated R if we would have been able to do it.
I also
this
think
way.
it's somewhat of a, I don't want to say cheap ploy, but they're clearly trying to get butts in the seats by saying, like, well, like, the movie you see in theaters, like, just wait till the director's cut. It's going to be R-rated. So people are going to be like, Deadpool was R-rated and it was great, so I should check this one out while it's in theaters to see what I've got to look forward to on Blu-ray and DVD. So
Riding them coattails.
we'll see. That's the thing is neither Batman or Superman truly lends themselves to an R rating unless you're going to take some liberties with the characters.
Batman could be rated R.
It doesn't kill anybody.
Right,
Batman
but
would
he's
only be
pretty
rated-
brutal though.
But Batman would only be rated R because of the supporting.
The supporting cast,
Yeah,
like Joker.
the Joker and stuff like that.
Batman would be a
rated R.
PG-13 character in an
In an
R-rated
R-rated
film,
movie.
Yeah, exactly.
which
Yeah.
could work if you get but
At least in this movie, though, there's the only
yeah,
villains that we know are going to be there are Lex and Doomsday. So
yeah.
you know,
If you do a Batman standalone film next that has like the Joker in it and like Two-Face, like the other
Yeah.
villains, totally makes sense to have an R-rated surrounding cast with like the PG-13 Batman in there and make an R-rated film.
I can't do anything.
That makes sense. But
Parents are dead.
for Batman vs Superman, the surrounding cast, it's like maybe Lex Luthor could swear a little bit when he gets angry. Like
When he
Superman's
finally
not
loses
like,
his hair.
yeah, like
Fuck! Fuck!
We're getting a lot of people losing their hair this year.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, the thing is, if you think about it, Man of Steel, we saw Superman snap Zod's neck. Like, that wasn't too much. Like, I don't know. I'm wondering where they're going with this director's cut. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Hopefully, it's great because the Watchmen director's cut was better than the theatrical cut.
Yeah.
So
And then when you get the Tales of the Black Freighter woven in, it's even
Yeah.
better. Like it's like the whole
you know,
story.
the whole-
finally.
yeah, it was. it
Which
was
I understand
good,
why
so.
they didn't release that. What is it, like 3.5, 4 hour
Yeah.
version? I get people wouldn't probably go see that as much as the other one, but now I can't watch the original one because I'm like, there's so much missing.
Yeah.
So.
It'll be interesting to see what other superheroes jump on this train. I would just rather they do the ones that should be R-rated justice, like make a new Spawn movie.
Well, that's the room. I did read that Todd McFarlane
has a script or something.
has a script, but
Bring
lot-
back Michael Jai White. He's still in great
well, they said
shape.
what he said with the script was that it was more of like a ghost story, which I was kind of confused by. He said he could do it for on a really low budget. And I was kind of confused by that, and I know other people were complaining about that. Like, no, don't do that. And I don't know if he's just like saying that kind of stuff. I don't know what I don't know where
You're
he's going
fucking
with.
with me. Huh?
Yeah.
You're fucking with me.
There was a really sweet Spawn short that
Yeah.
got up online. I don't know.
The one in the
probably a while
grocery
back.
store?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was real. It wasn't even like, I don't even think a whole lot happened in it, but it just looked.
when Spawn showed up though, and he had the cape, that cape was amazing.
It looks so sweet.
Yeah,
So, if you're talking about doing a Spawn movie, check out the short and use some stuff from that, or hire that guy. I'm sure he's probably somewhere you could get.
I'm
him
sure
to
it
do some
took him a
effects.
while.
Yeah,
and I'm sure he had a team of people helping him.
there you go. Hire that team to do some special effects work on Spawn.
Yeah.
It's already preset. People liked it. Like I remember it,
Oh,
it
was,
circled around
yeah, it
a
was
lot.
really, really good.
And it's always like when I look up like top 10 or top 15 or whatever fan films or whatever, that one is always somewhere in there. It's always added in.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. The last thing I want to talk about before we get into the Oscars is the second half of the Daredevil season 2 trailer. That's a lot. Came out.
The season 2, part 2,
Season 2 part 2 trailer
which
for Daredevil.
focused more on Elektra.
Elektra, the Hand, and
Her and Matt's rebudding relationship.
yes, yeah.
because that was the girl that he was referring to in the first season,
Right.
like his ex or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm excited for season 2. Season 2 looks great, and apparently early reviews of it are coming out saying that it's way more fast paced than the first season. And I thought the first season
I read
was
that
very
as slow as the first season.
huh.
I kept reading that it was as slow as the first
Oh really?
season.
I read that. Yeah, it was way more
Yeah.
fast paced. But I mean, you know,
I
there's
mean, I don't know. With Punisher and Elektra, I feel like I'll be more
'cause
entertained.
there was
'cause
just the king.
Hand, that's-
Because you've got the hand king or hand Elektra Punisher. The other one you just had Kingpin,
yeah,
Yeah.
and a lot of build up.
and a lot of build up character development.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
Plus all those like all his friends and like the people he's with that aren't the heroes or anything. Now they're all flushed out where they can just be on screen. They don't have to like let's have
to
them
learn
sit and
about 'em.
talk about The Office and how they should really fix up The Office.
Yeah.
Let's get some money in here. We don't have to do that now. We've figured that out. We can just move on. And so they're going to be interesting as well.
Right.
Especially it looks like, I forget who the character, the girl from True Blood, the redhead. I forget her character name.
Karen?
Something. She looks like she's like almost being like an investigator into the Punisher, like while everything else is going on. So it's like, she's got like the X-ray of the head, and you see like the Punisher skull and stuff. So it looks like she's almost like investigating the Punisher, like around Matt's back, like the back, and there's like, is Daredevil the right thing to do? Look at what it's caused and stuff. It's like she's almost becoming like an anti-Daredevil.
Right.
Pretty much everyone anti-Daredevil in the trailer.
Yeah.
It's like no one likes this.
Because the answer is the Punisher is the way to go.
Yeah.
It's like,
even Daredevil at one point.
yeah, he's like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
You spilled too much blood. Maybe this is a bad idea. Like, no, like Daredevil season 2 is like, maybe we shouldn't have a Daredevil.
Maybe we
There's
should
the
just
tagline.
punish people.
Yeah, but I think the trailer looks really good. I think I like the first one better just because the Punisher is kind of like, as soon as I heard the Punisher, it's like, yes, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what most people are excited for. Like, Electra, cool, but yeah, Punisher is amazing.
Yeah, for all the Elektra fans out there, they're like, yes, she's back.
We can forget that movie.
Yeah. Oh, that's awful.
That movie will never be forgotten.
It'll be
It'll
tough.
go down. It'll be tough to forget.
Oh, man.
So
Do we have anything else for Oscars? You want to get right into
I
it?
don't know. I'm trying to think if anything else happened.
Wait, do I need to have my list?
Yeah. Does everyone have their lists of winners and stuff?
I don't have a list, but I'm just gonna look at it and then.
That's all right.
I didn't realize we
also-
were all going to.
I
look at-
emailed my list because I originally I wasn't going to be here today.
Yes.
Oh, we were supposed to pick. I thought you were just going to read off the nominees and we were going to pick from them. I didn't make.
You
a
can
list.
you can pick. I'll write down what you pick. I'll write
All
down your
Fair.
choice. So I've got a list for you. No worries. So we'll go through and we'll do it kind of quick, but we'll go through each one. And this is kind of a weird order. It's like, I don't know why this list that I have is in this order, because it's like some of the big ones are on the bottom, then it goes through like the small ones, and then all the other big ones are on the top.
We should just skip the small ones.
I went through everything.
I went through everything
Alright.
too.
Best shorts,
Oh, really?
best everything.
Yeah.
Everything. It took me an hour to make my list.
Jesus.
I think,
I got frustrated, so I stopped. I was gonna research like the shorts, and I was like, you know what? No, I'm just picking it based off name because that's what they're gonna do at the Oscars too.
yes. So first thing we'll do is short film, animated short film.
Animated short film.
And I think I looked at posters for every short film, but I didn't read anything about them. I just looked at the poster and the name. So there's Bear Story, Prologue, Sanjay's Super Team, I think it is, We Can't Live Without Cosmos, and World of Tomorrow.
I based mine off of what I think they're gonna choose. This does not reflect my views whatsoever.
Because you want the trophy.
I want the trophy.
Let's remind the viewers at home
That's
what
pretty
the trophy
sweet.
is.
Yeah, Ruby.
This is worth right
Ruby
here.
is up for grabs.
This is a big deal. So, all right. So what did you pick, Josiah?
Prologue.
Prologue? I picked Prologue too.
Did you?
did.
We've got a tie already.
Oh, shit. So, Mike, what did you pick?
We should all.
Or what are you-
Sanjay's Super Dream Team.
Sanjay's? All right.
I'm going with Bear Story for obvious reasons.
What's
Not,
the
not
obvious
so much
reason?
to the audience, probably.
Are you a bear?
Are you are you a bear? Can you do that at
Are you Bear?
yeah. Cool.
Your fur and teeth and big claws.
Next one I have is production design. These are actually movies that you've heard of. So
Yeah.
Thank
and-
God.
Bridge of Spies, The Danish Girl, Mad Max Fury Road, The Martian, and The Revenant.
I pick Mad Max.
The Revenant.
Bridge of Spies.
Oh my God! I picked Bridge of Spies.
Oh my God, Brent, we're gonna have the same list, and then we're gonna have to split Ruby.
Stop doing this. Okay.
If we have to split Ruby, I want his head and his cane.
Okay.
You
I'll
can
take
have the body.
Why don't you guys just buy a second one?
Maybe
Well,
we don't have that in the budget. This is a really small podcast. We don't have that in the budget.
Oh no.
All right. So writing original screenplay.
Ooh.
Bridge of Spies, Ex Machina, Inside Out, Spotlight, Straight Outta Compton.
Straight Outta Compton,
Motherfucker, I picked Straight Outta Compton too.
because that's gonna get. They're like we have to
To give some of it.
Yeah, we have to say something grace. It goes to Straight Outta Compton. Wasn't that written by two white guys? Ah, shit.
Even though I think it was.
Was it written by two white? I don't know. I've heard that.
That's what I heard. But it's a great movie. I think if it does win, I think it should deserve more awards than it's nominated for. But I saw a trailer that somebody made up
with
that was,
Paul Giamatti.
Yes,
where it's all like about like they're like this would have won.
This is would have been
best picture at the Oscars if it would have been edited this way, and it was like a trailer with just Paul Giamatti all time.
And it was like Paul Giamatti is just like when one man decides to take 4 or however many troubled youngsters and try to put their talents to good use, and then it like shows scenes from the movie and like re-edits in a way where Paul Giamatti's like, I've got to help these kids. Don't worry, I'm here for you. Instead of like the backstabbing like agent that he was, like super funny trailer.
Yeah,
it
was
super
good.
sad that it's probably right. It probably would have done better, but Straight Outta Compton, you haven't seen. It's a great movie. Check
Wait,
it out.
you picked that too?
I picked that
Oh my
too.
God.
I loved it. I almost went with Spotlight,
I did too.
but then I was like, no, they need to give something to Straight Outta
That's
Compton.
exactly what I did too, because it's like, okay, you're dealing with the church and all of this priest stuff, and then you're dealing with all the attacks on the Oscars, and like the Oscars is going to defend themselves.
Yep, it's funny because see, I got a little cross out mark of where I chose Spotlight and
my
then
God.
changed it.
I wish I would have kept my original list because I had my printout list and I had narrowed everything down to like twos. Like so, it was like basically just picking between two on
Two of
each
them?
scene.
What'd you guys think for original screenplay?
Bridge of Spies.
Bridge of Spies.
I'm gonna go with Spotlight.
Son of a
Spotlight.
bitch.
All right. Then I have obviously adapted screenplay for writing. The Big Short, Brooklyn, Carol, The Martian, and Room.
God,
The Martian.
I'm gonna go with The Martian as well.
I'm going with Broom.
Broom.
Ooh,
Broom.
I went with The Martian. Mostly because that's the one book I read out of all those. So I was like, I know that book.
Nice.
So, Josiah, that could be the one that
That could be the breaker.
That could be the breaker.
All right.
Music, original score. So it earned it from 50 Shades of Grey, which makes me laugh. Manta Ray from Racing Extinction. Simple Song Number 3 from Youth. Till It Happens to You, The Hunting Ground. And Writings on the Wall, Spectre. Now what's funny about this list is Simple Song Number 3 from the Youth literally sounds like a Audio Jungle like pre-made song that they just downloaded.
Oh, really? I didn't listen to any songs. This was one of the categories where I was like, I don't fucking know. I'm just going on.
I didn't listen to the song, just the title. Simple Song Number 3. It's like on a list of songs.
Oh, the
they're like,
song title.
That's the
sounds
title.
Like,
yeah, I was
something
just like,
from Audio Jungle.
did they just download this and put it in the movie?
Yeah.
It's so funny. But so what is
Song cost us $20.
Put it down. Put it down in the budget. $20 music.
Do you want mine?
Yeah, sure.
I did Writings on the Wall.
Yep, Spectre. Me too.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
We might only have one
I'll
thing.
pick that one too.
I'll go there too.
Everyone's picking it.
All right.
Didn't Adele win last year or something?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
James
I didn't watch
Would
it.
have been last year.
Or 2 years ago.
I think
They're
so.
not cranking them out that fast.
What's
So,
next?
visual effects.
Mm.
Ex Machina, Mad Max Fury Road, The Martian, The Revenant, or Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Fuck.
I
I'm
went.
picking
Mad
Star
Max.
Wars. I mean, it's not gonna win, but I have to pick it.
I had a really hard time with this one because I was like, there's 3 movies in there that all looked glorious, but I know that I went with Ex Machina because I was like, this movie's got to get something, and the visual effects in that were great, and it's
Yeah, they
already
were.
being called like the visual effects for that movie were spot on.
I'm changing my pick to Josiah. No,
I went with Mad Max Fury Road as well because I was
Yeah.
like, if what everyone likes about the movie, even if you don't like the movie, you watch the trailer and go, that's pretty, that's good,
beautiful.
Yeah, that was. I had a really hard time with those movies.
Makeup and hairstyling, everyone's favorite category, which I love just because of one of the names of the film. There's Mad Max Fury Road and The Revenant, and then The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out at the Window and Disappeared.
Nice.
That's all one title.
I went with Mad Max.
are those the only 3 nominees?
Those are the only 3.
So is Mad Max
The Revenant and The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out the Window and Disappeared.
I'm gonna go with The Revenant.
The Revenant.
Not that I think it should win. I'm just trying to think like crusty old white people.
I went with Mad Max.
Yeah, because there was a ton of makeup and
Yeah.
ton of wardrobe.
I think it just had the
or
most
makeup,
work.
Makeup and
That's
hairstyling.
and as sad as it is, I know hairstyling, makeup is like a really big deal and really important to the movies. I'm not belittling them, but every time I look to see who should win, I go like, that one had the most work. because that's it. It needed the most work, and it made that world real. So,
Yeah. Exactly why I went with it too.
Yep. Sound mixing: Bridge of Spies, Mad Max: Fury Road, The Martian, The Revenant, and Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Fuck.
I went with Star Wars.
Star Wars. Yeah.
Star Wars.
I went with Star Wars too.
All right.
Look at that.
Well,
That's an award that they would give Star Wars.
Right? Because
Yeah.
it's like, we need to give Star Wars something.
Pretty much all sound stuff I was like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Foreign language film: Embrace of the Serpent, Mustang, Son of Saul, I think it is, Thebe, A War.
I went with Son of Saul.
I'm gonna go with Thebe. Thebe.
Okay.
Son of Saul.
All right. I went with Embrace of the Serpent.
Oh man, we only
Because-
have a few different ones.
Yeah, because let's be honest, Embrace of the Serpent, everyone's watching that movie.
Yeah.
Sound editing: Mad Max: Fury Road, The Martian, The Revenant, Sicario, Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Mad Max.
Ooh.
I'm gonna pick Star Wars. It's really fun.
I picked Star Wars as well because it was sound.
Yep.
Film editing:
The
the
this
big-
is a good one.
The Big Short, Mad Max: Fury Road, The Revenant, Spotlight, Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Mad Max.
Mad Max, okay.
I went with The Revenant.
I went with The Revenant
I'm
too.
gonna go with The Revenant too.
Gosh.
Nice.
It's so weird because if you wouldn't have been here, I would have been reading your list with my list. So I would have been like, and Josiah picked The Revenant, and Brent picked The Revenant. We picked The Martian. It is like back and forth.
I'm in it to win it.
Or tie with Brent.
Or tie with
Yeah.
Brent. I swear, if you beat me because of the foreign film, I'm gonna be so pissed because that serpent one I was debating on.
Debating it?
I was like,
Short film live action. There is Ave Maria, Day One, Everything Will Be Okay. I don't know in the parentheses. It's like Ali's word gut. I don't know what the parentheses. I think it's
What is this one?
short film live action.
Oh, live action.
Yep. So Ave Maria, Day One, Everything Will Be Okay, and then in parentheses I can't pronounce it. Shock or Shock. SHOK. Shock.
I'm gonna go
Stutterer
is all
and
of them?
Stutterer.
I'm gonna go with Ave Maria. I don't know why.
I almost went with Ave Maria
Sounds
just because
like-
the song is really good.
Yeah.
And
I don't think you would have chose. I don't think you chose the one I chose.
what'd you choose?
I chose Stutterer.
I almost chose Shudder, and then I changed to Shock.
Did you?
Yep.
Everything will be okay.
All right.
I don't. We've never seen any of these movies, right?
I know.
No, I've not.
Okay, that's why I was like, did somebody actually have like
I think
anything to base
I think
this
I've
on?
only seen 2 of the films nominated for Best Picture.
I looked up a lot of them because I thought about watching some of them. I saw the poster for Stutterer, and it like
I wonder what
this
it's
is really
about.
sick. I don't.
See, this is how I pictured it. I came up with stories in my head each time I read one of these. So, like, with Stutterer, I was like, oh, this is going to be, like, kind of like you feel bad for somebody who's got a really bad stutter, and, like, they really struggle through this short film, and then they end up overcoming a little bit, but they can't keep friends, and they finally get a friend who also has, like, something like maybe the person has Tourette's or something like that. And that's how I pictured that, like, he befriended somebody with Tourette's and he's a stutterer, and it'd be a great...
I feel like this is also a plot for like a South Park episode.
Oh,
where, like
yeah.
Jimmy becomes friends with Walter Ryan when he became friends with Timmy.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly like how I
Yeah.
saw it, and I was like, oh, and then my heart melted a little bit, and I was like, I'm gonna pick Stutterer.
Wow, what a great
This,
audience.
this one I looked up at the posters, and so like Stutterer is just like that kind of cliche where it's got the white trim around the edges, a gray background, a face, and then like the Stutterer name over and over again in front of the face.
That's a winner written all over it.
So I saw that and I was like, meh. Shuck is just like the title with like a silhouette of a guy and a bike. It was kind of interesting. Ave Maria has got a statue of like a nun on it because I think it's about nuns and hills or
that
something.
one's gonna win.
And then I can't remember what Day One or Everything Will Be Okay is, but I just looked up posters for him to kind of get an idea.
Yeah,
So-
that would have been a good idea.
Oh shoot! Apparently I didn't mark off some of these. I have. Interesting. Okay, so documentary short subject. There is Body Team 12, Chow Beyond the Lines. Oh god, Claude Landsman, Spectres of the Shoah, A Girl in the River, The Price of Forgiveness, and Last Day of Freedom.
Girl in the River.
Yeah, that's the one I went with. The Price of Forgiveness.
What is this category for?
Documentary.
Short
subject.
Short subject
Short subject
documentary.
What was that cloud one that you said?
Claude.
Claude,
Oh, it sounded like you
Landsman,
said cloud.
Spectress
Claude's
of
Cloud.
the Show.
I'm going with that one.
Okay.
Claude Loudsman.
I went with Last Day of Freedom.
Did you?
Yes.
That'd be a good one too.
Because I just think, I don't know, The Last Day of Freedom just sounds like a award-winning documentary
Yeah.
name.
Yeah,
It
but
does.
didn't we
But
all,
so does
didn't we do that
A
last
Girl in
year?
the
Didn't we
River.
all pick that one movie that we were like, this sounds like it's gonna win, and it didn't.
That's true.
So I can't remember what it was.
Documentary feature, Amy, Cartel Land, The Look of Silence, What Happened, Miss Simone, Winter on Fire, Ukraine's Fight for Freedom.
I went with Amy.
Amy.
I went with Amy as well.
Did you?
What was the one you said right before Ukraine's fight for freedom?
What happened, Miss Simone?
Was there one
Question
before
mark.
that?
The Look of Silence.
Yeah, I'm going with that one.
Okay.
I knew there was one that just sounded like this is
That's
gonna
a
be
winner.
some fucking crazy movie. It's probably not though.
And then directing, The Big Short, Mad Max Fury Road, The Revenant, Room, and Spotlight.
Revenant.
Well, I'm looking for it.
This is where I.
Your list is all over the place. You
Yeah,
did not
I
go-
know it is.
I also have two columns, so I'm kind of bouncing between the columns. I don't know.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh,
whoa, we
I
just
went with,
jumped up to like
The Big Short.
the biggest
The Big
one.
Short.
Well, the
Yeah.
second biggest one. But
I went with Mad Max Fury Road because I really hope.
I'd love
he
to
gets
see
it.
it.
I do too, and that's. I had trouble. Those were the two that I had in there. But the reason why I went with The Big Short is because of the director who has directed other like Will Ferrell movies that like I think he did Talladega Nights, and he did like all these comedies and like slapstick movies, and then he did this movie which was very serious, and it was like pretty big deal, this movie. So I was like, you know what, he's come so far that he's like
Rooting for him.
yeah, I'm rooting for him, and I really hope that he gets it.
I was really excited for The Big Short, and then on its initial launch, a lot of people said it was really bad.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I heard a
what I
lot
heard.
of bad stuff, so I was like, oh crap. So I didn't go see it, and then it got nominated for Oscars. I was like, well, is it bad or is it good? Like, what, you got people need to make up their minds. So
It's
I
got
went
a
back and
great
forth on it.
cast. Like
That's-
I don't see how
yeah.
it can be bad, and it's like based on a true story. So
Yeah. So I think we went. Yeah, we got all those. Costume design: Carol, Cinderella, The Danish Girl, Mad Max Fury Road, and The Revenant.
Mad Max.
Mad Max.
I'm gonna go with the Revenant here.
What'd you go with, Brent?
I went with The Danish Girl because I wanted to win something, and I didn't have anything else for it to win.
Oh, really?
The
Yeah.
Danish girl.
I don't have anything else. I don't have the Danish Girl on here at all.
Yeah, but I really wanted to win something, so I'm hoping costume design. So, cinematography: Carol, The Hateful Eight, Mad Max Fury Road, The Revenant, and Sicario.
Wait,
Mike,
The Hateful Eight.
Mike,
what-
I'm
what
going to
is
write
this
down
for?
The Hateful
I'm not
Eight
picking
for
that.
you.
I'm not picking the Hateful
Wait,
Eight.
what is this
Honestly,
for?
you know what?
Cinematography.
For cinematography, I think that has a strong chance of winning something. The Hateful Eight, but
I'm going with the Revenant.
That's what I went with, was The Revenant. But it was shot, the way it was shot, I was like, it's gotta win something, but at the same time maybe it won't, because
maybe
they're
they
gonna
won't.
maybe The Revenant's gonna kind of take a lot this year, because they're like, oh, sorry, Leo, we're so sorry, give everything to this movie.
All of these years, but fuck you.
I'm
gonna do the Revenant.
I went with The Revenant as well. When I was looking for our trophy before I found the perfect trophy, I really wanted to find a Leo statue
Right.
and have the award be a Leo. I could not find anything for the life of me.
Man, we should have looked online. I bet you could have bought like his doll from Django.
I looked on. I looked on.
man.
I was gonna get online, but everything
It comes with white cake.
wouldn't have
and-
been here in time.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
But I
In
wanted
the
like
movie, he wants
I
to have
haven't seen
white
the
cake.
movie.
Oh, you've never seen Django?
No.
Oh.
so like
It's on my backlog.
I went to like FYE and they've got like I don't know 100 of those fucking pop bobblehead things that are
vinyls?
huge. Yeah, that are like
Yeah.
huge
I don't get
deals.
those things.
None of them had any Leo characters. Like I was trying to find any Leo character I could get my head on. I almost bought a Ken doll in a suit because I was like, this could be Leo from Titanic, but I was like, fuck it, it's not close enough. I tried everything, but then I found the perfect one, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Animated feature film.
Here we go. Inside Out.
Yep.
Yep.
Sorry, Brent. Jumped. Go ahead. What are the other nominees? I'm just curious.
Anomalies. Lisa?
I'm picking that one actually.
Anomalisa.
Changed my mind. I've heard nothing but good things about that movie.
Boy in the World. Inside
Really?
Out.
Yeah.
Shaun and the Sheep movie.
It's just Shaun
When-
the Sheep.
what? Oh, Shaun the Sheep movie, and when Marnie was there.
Inside Out.
Yep. Inside Out.
I went with
That's
Inside
probably
Out
what
as
I
well.
would pick if I was picking like what I'd want to win, but sadly I can't be that person today.
Did anyone see Inside Out?
No, but
Nope.
I know a lot about it, and I know that it's got some heartwarming stuff in there. So I was like, they're gonna win it.
Okay. Yeah. Actress in a supporting role. These are the big ones, the last big ones.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck
Actress
yes.
in a supporting role. Jennifer Jason Leigh from The Hateful Eight. Rooney Mara from Carol. Rachel McAdams, Spotlight. Alicia. Wait. Yeah. Alicia? No, Alicia. Wait.
Alicia?
Alicia? Is that it?
What's the last
Alicia?
name?
Vikander?
Because man, you said
Vikander.
Alicia. I was like, there's no fucking way Alicia Silverstone is
No,
nominated for
Alicia
anything.
Vikander from The Danish Girl. And Kate
never
Winslet
be.
and Steve Jobs.
I went with Rooney Mara from Carol because that's got to win something.
I should know
Jennifer Jason Leigh.
I went with Jennifer Jason Leigh too because she was like my
Who are the other
partner.
ones?
Okay. Rachel McAdams from Spotlight, Alicia Vikander from The Danish Girl, and Kate Winslet from Steve Jobs.
I almost went with Rachel McAdams.
I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with Rachel McAdams. Good for her. She's about to be in Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Oscar win.
So, actor in a supporting role: Christian Bale, The Big Short; Tom Hardy from The Revenant; Mark Ruffalo. Sorry, I was reading words ahead, and Mark Ruffalo from Spotlight; Mark Rylance from Bridge of Spies; and Sylvester Stallone from Creed.
Mark Ruffalo.
I'm going with Ruffalo.
Oh shoot, I got it right there.
I was like, as soon as you said Stallone, I was like, ooh, could they give it to Sly? Maybe.
I feel like that's a strong possibility. Just because he's
Yeah.
old, he's never won.
make another movie.
Yeah.
I'll go
I want to
with.
thank everybody for the support they gave me.
I'm gonna go with Tom Hardy.
I hope you win.
Nothing you do will bring your boy back.
Tom Hardy, Mark Ruffalo, and Sylvester Stallone were like three I was between. I would really like Sylvester Stallone to win, but as much as because I'm pretty sure I picked Creed as my number one movie of the year. I think it was amazing. Like Sylvester Stallone didn't impact me as much as everything else in that movie, which is weird because it's pretty much a Rocky movie, but not.
Right.
But he didn't impact me as much as everything else in that film. So I want him to win, but I don't think he should at the same time.
Wait, so who'd you pick?
I picked a Mark Ruffalo.
I would have picked Tom Hardy, but in The Revenant, he's basically doing his Bane voice with a southern accent, and it just really was. It was weird to see him without the mask, but he's like, "Well, I'm gonna get your boy." You're like, I feel
I
like
guess I could see that.
I feel like his only American accent that he can affect is if he's Bane. Otherwise, he's like, "Oh, I don't sound like that at all."
If he doesn't do that voice, it's just grunting.
Yeah. And even in Mad Max, he sounded kind of Baney.
Yeah.
We cannot go back.
So we have actress in a leading role: Kate Blanchett and Carol, Brie
Meryl
Larson in
Streep.
Room, Jennifer Lawrence in Joy,
Oh yeah.
Charlotte Rampling in 45 Years, and Sorry.
Soares.
Ronan.
I don't know.
I'm
Brooklyn.
gonna go with Jennifer Lawrence, even though she probably doesn't deserve it.
No,
Because she's never actually been in anything that
Fuck
she deserved
her.
an Oscar for.
she's stupid.
I'm going with Brie Larson.
I'm going with Brie Larson too. I've heard a lot about her recently.
Room.
I'm
Room's got
going
a
with
lot of buzz.
I'm
behind
going
it.
with the girl from Brooklyn because I have had to help.
Saoirse Ronan.
I've had to tell 5 people at Best Buy that movie doesn't come out till March 15th, and so apparently it's a big deal. I've never heard anything.
Remember,
about it.
they're
I'm
not the
interested.
ones picking the Oscars.
They're not. However, I had to base it off something.
You're basing off people in Okemos.
Yes. Exactly.
Fair enough.
Fair.
Exactly.
They're similar enough to the Oscar voters.
Well,
Yeah.
that's all I had to go off of for any because I haven't seen any of the movies or really looked into any of the movies. So that was
Yeah, I
the
wish I
one
was
thing I had
better at
something
my
to go off.
job.
I'm gonna win this. I'm gonna win this.
Watching.
Yeah, I know. We
Movies.
should probably watch more movies.
Make that New Year's resolution.
Are we down to it?
Last 2.
Yeah.
This one's hard. This one specifically was hard for me.
Yeah.
I know.
Actor in a leading role:
Oh yeah.
Bryan Cranston in Trumbo, Matt
course.
Damon in The Martian, Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant, Michael Fassbender in Steve Jobs, and Eddie Redmayne in The Danish Girl.
I'm going with Leo.
Now, this is probably the hardest category for me to pick.
Right.
Because I think Bryan Cranston, I didn't see Trumbo, but
I know.
it looked amazing
I know.
in the trailer.
But in the trailer though, he gave a great performance in the trailer. That's why you had the same problem I did, because I was like, Leo or
Heisenberg.
And then I was like, Bryan Cranston looks great. Leo, there's just so much hype behind it. I feel like they're just going to give it to him, which really sucks.
Yeah.
Michael
Yeah.
Fassbender did a great job, but I don't think he should win. I think he did a fantastic job, and I'm glad he's nominated, but I don't know if he should win for it. And then I have not seen The Danish Girl, but Eddie Redmayne looks like he does an amazing performance once again, very
Yeah.
transformative. So it's like between Eddie Redmayne, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Bryan Cranston for me.
yeah.
And I feel like to win, I should pick Leo, but I'm going to go with Bryan Cranston because I really want him to win.
So you're going with Bryan.
I'm
Cranston.
going with
Stand by
Bryan
convictions. I can admire
It's gonna be
that.
Leo.
It's probably going to be
See,
Leo.
the thing that
gonna be
pisses
Leo.
me off about that is this isn't even his best role.
Leo's.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's the same thing with Scorsese winning for The Departed. The Departed's not his best film.
No.
It's top 5, sure.
But it's just the
It's
best.
just-
film.
yeah.
His-
It was one of those things where like they were like, yeah, we kind of fucked up before and didn't give it to you any of the times before.
Right.
So here you go. We're sorry.
yeah.
They have to give it to Leo. Like so many people. That's like part of the reason why everybody's watching too, to see if he'll get it.
I think it'd be better if he doesn't.
Finally,
I mean, they've
already
already
the
got like,
Dan Marino of Oscars. He just never wins.
No, he
Yeah.
can win, but like,
Well, Dan Marino never won, so the reference
Oh,
would
okay.
work if
okay, then yeah, he doesn't have to win.
football reference.
So wait.
I went with Bryan Cranston.
Right.
Leo, both of you guys?
yeah.
I went with Leo.
Leo.
Leo. Everyone went with Leo. I'm pulling for you, Brian. I'm not a big fan of fucking Breaking
Leo?
Bad, but I'm
I
pulling
just
for
want
you.
Leo to get up there and just go, it's about fucking time.
I don't want him to
Walk
accept
away.
it. I want him to send a Native American girl.
Fucking, all right, Brando.
Yeah, just do exactly like Brando.
Academy Award.
Or just not get up. Be like, thanks. Just
Yeah.
bring it here. Thanks. Just not get up. So the final one, Best Picture, The Big Short, Bridge of Spies, Brooklyn, Mad Max Fury Road, The Martian, The Revenant, Room, and Spotlight.
Out of those, I've only seen Mad Max and The Revenant. I want Mad Max to win, but
Yep.
I'm picking The Revenant.
Yeah,
I want Mad Max to win as well.
I would too.
But I picked Room.
Pick the Revenant.
I don't even know what I want to win because I saw Bridge of Spies. I don't think it should win. I saw Mad Max Fury Road.
Pick Spotlight.
It'd be interesting to have it win, but I don't think
I
it
was
should.
choosing between Room and Spotlight for the winner.
I saw The Martian. I don't think that should win. I haven't seen The Revenant. I haven't seen The Room or Brooklyn, A Big Short. I haven't seen Spotlight, but that was like the #1 movie. Isn't it like the top like nominated movie this year? Spotlight, I think.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I
Revenant
think
got
it's
12
I think that
nods,
one's
so.
like a big one. So I went with Spotlight.
Did you?
I went with Spotlight.
Nice.
For the win. So
Exciting.
I've got the official pen written up list right here to see who wins the trophy of this. You know what? Let me just remind the viewers at home what this trophy is, because this is a big deal.
This is really quickly turning into a QVC
This is a
spot.
really this is a really big deal. All right. I don't know if this is gonna be a beautiful thing.
You
to
too
have
can
somewhere.
have this Ruby trophy if you send us a small loan of $1 million.
No,
kill yourself.
donation, not a loan. But so that's gonna be
Who is that directed to? Us or the viewers?
No, that was
should kill yourself.
it was a reference from South Park. When
Oh.
they did the QVC episode.
Yeah.
It's like when Stan was calling up and was like, "You should kill yourself." No, seriously, kill yourself.
Yeah. It was just such a random. I was like, whoa.
Sorry, no, I was. Just, so yeah, I have a game.
And we have an Oscar game. So that's our Oscar nominations. They're locked in. We'll see who wins. Obviously, you guys will see who wins before you actually watch this. But then you can see how right we are while you're watching it. And then we'll talk about it next week when we award the award. I guess. That was weird.
So are we gonna have a ceremony?
We'll have a ceremony.
I want a ceremony.
We should all show up.
I need a ceremony to. Oh my gosh, I'm going to. I'm dressed up.
Red
dressing
carpet.
up. All right, we'll dress
Acceptance
up.
speech.
We'll see.
Can we need to edit it so that we have like the 4 boxes around our face and bring in a fifth person just to read the get Spike. Somebody we'll text Spike right after this.
We'll see what we
Like,
can
we
do.
need you next Sunday to present
have
an
him phone
award.
in if we need to.
Got it. All right, we'll figure it out. We'll do something special for the winning.
Somebody.
And then, but we do have a game to finish up the podcast today.
Yeah.
So what's the game, Josiah?
It's called Too Many Oscars. Because the Oscars are tonight. But it's not what you think it is. So the way this game is played is I give you a fact, and there's 4 facts. I give you the first fact. If you get the correct answer on the first one, you get 4 points. And then 3 points, and then 2 points, and then 1 point.
Oh,
based on how many clues I give you. So these are famous Oscars.
Famous.
So there's
People named
there-
Oscar?
people, characters, anything.
okay.
Anything to do with the name
Nice.
Oscar.
Got it.
Ah, this is good.
So I will give you. Should we just start?
Yeah.
think
Let's
we should
start.
start.
Let's begin. All right. Here's the first one. Appeared with Darth Vader in Night at the Museum: Battle for the Smithsonian. And I'm just gonna,
Battle of the
if nobody
Smithsonian.
can get it. Oh, I forgot to tell you. If anybody, you just shout it out. If you buzz, you get negative 100 points.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
So here we go.
Can we guess multiple times? Or
No,
just the one?
if you get one guess.
One guess,
And
okay.
if you're wrong, you're out for that round. And there's only 5. There's only 5 rounds.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oscar.
So moving.
Oscar the Grouch.
That's correct.
All right.
Really?
Yeah.
Shoot.
For some reason I wanted to say that fucking rabbit from like Disney, but I was like, that's not Oscar though. It's Oswald.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, the next clue would have been first appeared in November 10th, 1969. The second to last was going to be lives on a very specific street. And then the last clue was created by Jim Henson.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
So there we go. That's
4
Josh got
points.
4 points.
Putting that in my calculator
All
to
right.
keep track of my points.
Here's the next one.
It's a good idea.
Appeared with Robin Hood in 2010. 5,
2010
4,
would have been
2.
Russell Crowe,
4.
right?
Third. This is worth 3 points now.
Okay.
First appeared January 16th, 1998 as a pool boy.
Oscar Isaacs.
That's correct.
Gosh darn it.
I wanted to say that first too. I was like, when you were on the first clue, I was like, I don't know, was Oscar Isaacs in that fucking Robin Hood movie?
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
and then
He played King John, didn't he?
yes, he did.
That
He
bonus
was in
point.
that movie.
No, that's not a bonus point.
Wow.
So you got 7 points.
Yes.
Hey,
It's anybody's
Mike,
game still.
What's up? You want to
I
just
know,
little
man.
chill over here, hang out?
All right, we're on the third one now.
Okay.
Wait, wait? So wait, yeah, third one. Maybe I had 6. I don't know.
All right.
I'm going through my list. I'm sorry.
I also we've just run out of all the Oscars I know.
No, there's more.
Is there? Okay.
There
There's
should
like
be. I hope
one
that-
maybe
No,
for me.
No, I know there's one more that at least everyone here knows.
Okay.
At least. And on some of these, you can kind of be vague, and if you can kind of be vague, and I might give you the point. So if you think you know it, kind of, you can kind of, because I put multiple answers. There's certain ones that have there's one that has three possible answers.
Oh shit.
Okay.
This famous character resides in the city of Scranton. First appeared in the show Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I can't wait to edit this where it's a shot on you, then a wide of silence, then back to you.
All right, that was worth 3 points. All right, going to 2. Born in Cuba. Nope, going to 1. Real name and most recognized character share the same first name.
Oscar Jones.
No,
Okay.
no, nothing. Nobody
No,
got any idea?
I'm
It was Oscar Nunez or Oscar Martinez, or you could have just said the Oscar from The Office. Scranton.
I don't watch The Office.
Yeah.
I've never
Nope.
watched it.
Really? Okay.
Never watched
Well,
it, so-
Yeah.
that's not. Josh is still winning with 7 points.
7 points to 0
All right.
and 0.
2
Or
more.
if you read it right, 007.
Oh. Spectre?
Yeah.
All right. Next one. First appeared in 1883. Going for 3 then. Resides in Madison, Wisconsin. No takers? All right, going to 2. There was a famous vehicle created around
Oscar
this.
Meyer.
There you go.
Goddamn. I wanted to guess that at 4 because you were like, I was like, what's old enough to be fucking
Josh
1883?
Destroyed us.
I will sit this last one out. since
So
I
you
have
got
perfect-
9 points.
Yeah. Which if there's only one left, then
This last one's worth 10.
It's like, we're 10.
that's not how it works.
No, it's not. I'll tell you how it works. Here we go.
Shit.
Last question. First appeared in 2003. I
Buzz.
know- oh.
Hey, isn't that
Yeah, I know.
Negative 1,000.
Oh, sorry, Brent. Brent is down to a negative 100.
That's all right.
Oscar
Negative
De La Hoya.
No.
What? No.
I wasn't gonna win it.
All right, so now you're both out. And both just wait till he actually says the fucking clue.
All right.
It was
going
the
to three.
first one. I wanted to get the most points.
Yeah, me too.
Resides in Newport Beach, California. Going to 2. Has 4 children: Michael, Lindsay, Job, and Buster.
Oscar. Wait. Oscar Bluth.
You're correct.
But you're
I'm already
guessed.
out.
Yeah, you're out.
That's fine. We'll just give it.
All right,
we'll
fine.
give it
You
to
get
him.
2
You get
points.
2 points. 2 points for Mike. Oh, but lucky for us, there's a bonus round.
Oh shoot!
Great.
All right.
Is
Here's
it anything worth 100 points?
No, it's worth 10.
Oh, okay.
10 points.
You
I might
can
get
get
up
to
to
negative
-90.
90.
It's
Brent.
anybody's game except for Brent's because Brent has negative 100.
What can you do?
Can you get to a negative 90?
I could try.
All right.
I'm out of Oscars, but
Okay. There's only one clue, and it's worth 10 points.
Jesus fuck.
This Oscar exists, but has never been seen.
What?
It's more of a riddle.
Yeah.
the Oscar award,
Could you be more specific?
the Academy Award Oscar,
Could you be more specific?
the statue. I don't know. The guy that I don't know. Like
No.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna go with no.
Okay, I tried.
I'll give you guys a hint. He's close.
What's the riddle again?
This Oscar exists, but has never been seen.
Is it? I guess I can't guess anymore, so I'll just not do it.
The
I think I kind of get where you're going with it. This is a really interesting
Okay.
audio podcast.
the Oscar
It was more of a riddle,
for-
and it kind of works and it kind of doesn't. So we'll
Was
just
it-
end it there.
was it-
Josh wins.
Wait,
Was it the
Yes.
Academy themselves?
Huh,
is
no,
it like
was
okay.
an Oscar award for a particular category?
yeah.
Oh, was it
for
Leonardo?
stunt-
Yes, Leonardo
Leonardo's Oscar?
DiCaprio's.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Oh,
I was
okay.
sitting there thinking, like, is it Leo's Oscar?
Yeah, it was Leo's Oscar.
That's what I was thinking too.
Okay.
It's there, but he hasn't quite got
Doyle
it.
rules.
I know Josh comes out the victor, but I feel like I won a moral victory for everybody.
Well, who knows? Maybe
Yeah.
it's one of those weird prize ones where coming in last is actually the best one.
No, it's not.
there's no weird prize, so that's
Because
good.
that was those are the shitty ones. Like for first place, you get a wet willy.
Yep. Oh, that was fun.
Second place, you get a nice high five.
Yeah.
I'll make another game like that.
we'll have to
Don't
bring
worry.
back Cinnabums to do a game like that.
Yeah, we should.
We definitely should. So,
That was fun.
if you're watching this or listening to this, it's probably after the Oscars. So hopefully you enjoy the Oscars and hopefully some of your choices won. Hopefully some of our choices won. Because if not, it's gonna be really weird.
What do we do if we tie, or if for some reason we're all wrong? Like nobody gets any points from the Oscar.
None?
Do we blow up Ruby or?
Yes.
I think
No.
we'd have to do something. We have to
No,
do
then we
something.
go out and buy the entire line. Who else is available?
There's a lot. Everybody, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Ton
Or
of
does
people,
he
yeah.
wait until like the
Except
grand
for the
or
big alien
what's the
dude.
next award show after?
The People's Choice Award? I don't know.
Yeah, there's a whole list of people available.
Should we do the
Need
Kids
some
Choice
close-ups on
Awards?
there.
Yeah.
Can we do this for the Kids Choice Awards?
Yeah.
Totally.
Like if,
Can
if,
I-
Oh,
no-
they do
if
have
nobody for any
the
reason
alien
gets
dude.
any points for this Oscar.
Wait, is the Kids' Choice? Did they do the
Mangalore,
blimp? Is
yes.
that the blimp?
That's the Nickelodeon
Oh,
one.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zorg.
So
Two
yeah.
Lelus.
Two Lelus.
Variants.
Nice. Yeah.
What are we doing?
Coop
What's
and
up?
Dallas.
We're just reading all
We're
their
just
options.
reading the different ones they have.
But someone's gonna win. Someone's gonna have to get at least 1 point.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
win this.
I'll
Josiah's
win.
gonna win. I
No,
can see it.
I
already.
really want that.
Actually, I hope Josiah wins at least probably like half his answers because that means I won at least half my answers.
Oh, that's true.
So, but thanks for listening or watching this week of the CineChat. We'll be back next week, hopefully, with the announcement of the winner of the
The
beautiful
award ceremony. Yeah.
the award ceremony, our own award ceremony. We don't have a red carpet; we just have a red wall. So
Yeah.
we're counting that.
Speak for yourself, Brent.
Just as good. Yeah.
Just as good. It's just as good. So thank you for listening for this episode of CineChat. This has been Brent.
Mike.
Josh.
And Josiah.
We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
Oh, my name was
See ya.
Corbin.
Corbin. Shit.
Damn.